Hello everybody and welcome to the video notes for SBAC Review Day 4. This is page 2, and in this video I'm going to be going over problems 9, 11, 13, 15, and 17. Starting with 9, it says write 3 times, and then in parentheses 2x plus 5y as the sum of two terms. So when you have a number outside the parentheses like this, I always want you to think of the distributive property. And so what this means is if I have 3 times 2x plus 5y, I take this 3 and it gets multiplied with this 2x, and then it gets multiplied with this 5y. So then I would have 3 times 2x plus 3 times 5y. And then from here, 3 times 2x, well 3 times 2 is 6, so I have 6 x's altogether. 3 times 2x is 6x plus 3 times 5y. 3 times 5 is 15, and that would be 15 y's. So my answer is 6x plus 15y. Okay, next problem, number 11. Select all the expressions that are equivalent to 3 plus w plus w plus w. So if I have one w here and one w here and another w there, this is the same thing as 3 plus, I have 3 w's, so that's 3w. So right away I know that right here, 3 plus 3w, that's the same thing as this. This one works. Here, 3 times the sum of 1 plus w. Well, if I use the distributive property and multiply 3 times the 1 and then 3 times the w, this would be 3 times 1 plus 3 times w, and this is equal to 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times w is 3w. So this is also 3 plus 3w. 3 plus w to the third power, that would be equal to 3 plus w times w times w. That's not the same thing as 3 plus w plus w plus w, so this one does not work. D is 3 times w to the third power. That's the same thing as 3 times w times w times w. That is not the same as 3 plus w plus w plus w, so that one doesn't work either. So A and B are our answers. Okay, moving on. Number 13. Find the value for x in each equation. X minus 32 is equal to 14. Well, if I want to solve for x, I want to get x all by itself. So I have to undo this minus 32. So to undo minus 32, I can do the opposite. I can add 32. And if I add 32 to the left, I add 32 to the right. My 32's cancel out on this side, and I just have x left over. And x is equal to 14 plus 32. Well, 2 plus 4 is 6. 3 plus 1 is 4. X is equal to 46. So 46 minus 32 is equal to 14. Next one, 11x is equal to 99. That's the same thing as 11 times x is equal to 99. So to get x all by itself, I can undo the times 11 and do the opposite of dividing by 11. On both sides, so then I have x is equal to 99 divided by 11 is 9. So 11 times x, 11 times 9 is equal to 99, x equals 9. Number 15. Write an algebraic expression to represent 8 times the sum of y squared and 28. So 8 times, so I'm going to have an 8, and then times the sum of, okay, so we're adding these two things, y squared, that's y squared, plus 28 right here. Okay, so now I can just put this all together. So now I have 8 times the sum of, so since it's the sum, it's all of this. The sum of y squared plus 28. 8 times the sum of y squared plus 28. This answer works. Another way you could have written this as, you could have written it like this. That's an acceptable answer. Or you could also have written it as 8 and then using the dot as the multiplication and then in parentheses. All three of these ways are correct. Okay, last one. Number 17. Bradley had 25 baseball cards in his collection. He receives X number of baseball cards for his birthday. Write an equation that represents the total number of baseball cards, Y, Bradley now has in his collection. Okay, so we know it's asking us to write an equation for Y. So that means I'm going to have Y equals something. And Y is the total number of baseball cards. So I think to myself, okay, what else do I know about the number of baseball cards he has? I know that he started with 25. Right? He had 25, so we start with 25. And then after that, he receives X more. So when you receive something, you're getting more of it, so you're adding. So this is 25 then. The 25 baseball cards he started with plus the X that he gets. So his total baseball cards is equal to the 25 he started with plus the X more that he received. Y equals 25 plus X.